What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Existential Stoic podcast, quick fix episode number 17, Being More
Woo!
Grateful. I'm Randy with my buddy Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Randy.
So
Hey, Randy.
today, hey, Danny.
Look at the timing, right? One day.
So today we were talking about being more grateful. Why would anybody want to do that?
Oh my God. Honestly, it's almost like, why wouldn't you? Because I think there's so many good reasons, and there's been so much to show that gratitude helps in life. And I think the most important thing for me is the connection between being grateful and gratitude and the awareness of what's good in life, what's enjoyable, why life is worth living. I think they go hand in hand. Without gratitude, you will not really see the pleasure, the joys, and you won't experience that stuff in life. They go together because it's our awareness of it, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that in life, the more grateful I am, the better life is. And and I heard it put very well one time where it's like, have you ever done something for somebody and they didn't say thank you? And you're like, what the heck? Why would I ever do anything nice for you again? Well, it's kind of like that could be how the universe feels if you're not grateful. Like the universe is doing good stuff for you. And if you're not going to be thankful for it, maybe it'll just stop doing good stuff for you. So,
I like that. Yeah, it's a good one.
yeah. So, in this quick fix episode, we're each going to share 3 things that we came up with as to methods to become more grateful, to be more grateful. So, since I introduced, I'm going to start first. And
Nice.
yeah, my first one is asking myself the question, how did I get to be so lucky? So, like, oftentimes I'll do this when I'm in relationships with a girl that I really like, and I'm like, how did I get to be so lucky to meet a beautiful, intelligent, wonderful girl like you? And one of the reasons that I do it, aside from making her feel great, is that our mind is a great supercomputer, and so when we ask questions, our mind works constantly to answer those questions. So by asking myself a question like that, especially about something that I'm grateful for, my mind will constantly be searching for answers for that, and it'll start finding answers for that. How did I become so lucky? And then I think I'll become more lucky because of that. So that's one.
I love that. I like that one too, though, because it's all about, so much about, I think gratitude is about increasing your awareness of things, right? And making yourself aware. And I love that because you're getting your brain to constantly be thinking about and solving this problem that just makes you more focused and more aware on the things that you're grateful for. And it's really a clever sort of, almost not, well, it's almost like a clever trick sort of, right? To play
Hmm.
on yourself that works really well. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes hand in hand with the my first one, which is, we've talked about this literally probably on, I don't know, half the episodes we've done. But the small delights, discovering small delights in life, I'll say it quickly because we've talked about it a lot, but really it's probably the best, most effective practice I've ever put in, really incorporated into my life. And it's just taking 5 minutes at the end of the day, writing down 3 things that were delightful, 3 things that were pleasurable. It could be, like last night, I wrote down that the moon was full and it looked amazing because it was in the sky before, like before it got dark. And I love when the moon does that. Like these small moments in your life in every day where you find pleasure or find small joy, because when you start doing that, you start becoming aware of it and start seeing it more and more in everything. Like, and I know when we started this, we both talked about how it was hard at first to pick 3 and really find 3 good things. But after about a week or 2, we couldn't pick which 3 to put down because there was so many. It's really amazing how fast you progress from seeing like 1 or 2 good things during the day to seeing like 100. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And just starting where you are with that, like you just
Yeah.
said, it was difficult in the beginning. So what were like, for a lot of people, they have to start with what were the 3 least painful parts of my day, you know?
Yeah.
And then before you know it, but like in a week, and so quickly you start to notice so many things. And I can even attest to like stopping it has a dramatic negative effect on life. Like I fell out of my routine for about a week and I was feeling really down. And I think one of the reasons was likely because I wasn't doing the small delights. I started doing those again, and within a day, feeling great again.
it's reminding yourself, right? It's reminding yourself of it and taking note of it. It's stopping and taking note. Yeah. Mm.
Hmm. So my next one is be vocally grateful. So like so many times these things will happen. I'm like, thank you. And for like multiple reasons, because one, it's like taking time out of my day to be grateful, but also when you're vocally grateful, you hear it twice. Like you're saying it, and so you hear that, but also you're hearing it in your ears. And so you're actually being doubly grateful. So it's two for one. And I think that's another way to like just let the universe know that you're very, very grateful for this stuff. Because if you've ever had someone who's like super grateful that you helped them out, you're like, I want to help them again because they like that so much. I want to do that
Yeah.
some more. So like letting the universe know that you really are thankful.
I love that one anyway, too, because it's like, I like the idea too of like shouting, right? Like, oh, I'm so grateful. This is awesome. Because it's like you're just celebrating these good moments and giving yourself a chance to celebrate it, remind yourself. And like you said, that repetition by saying it out loud, but you're also letting yourself sort of experience and feel it, which I think is important because you're really like taking that moment, taking that aside and be like, yes, this is awesome. That's a good one. I like that one.
Mhm.
I wish more people did that off, every day. Um, my second one is actually find silence. And I think this is crucial. I think part of gratitude is being aware, but like we're so distracted all the time by noise. And I mean, in silence in this case, I don't mean just like a quiet room, but I do, but like, you know, a time away from all the screens, all the BS, all the everyday stresses, whether it's like, for me, a lot of times it's taking a walk and just finding that time to just think and just look at the world and just experience and just take a moment to myself to enjoy things because I think we don't often give ourselves time to do that, and that's crucial for gratitude.
Yeah, that's a great one because that really allows like the stresses to dissipate and allows the beauty to kind of percolate so that you can really experience it because it's when you have that time that you can kind of sit there and cherish those beautiful moments.
Yeah, right. It really helps. It does. It makes it more like makes it more what do you call it? Tactile and like
Yeah,
there, present. Yeah.
definitely. So my last one is one thing that I try and do on a regular basis, and this is being grateful for things that you want that have not yet happened. So, like, this kind of goes hand in hand with faith, believing that you can do these things, but it's also like practicing being grateful for having them, experiencing what it's like to have them, and just being grateful because you know that they are on the way. Like, we talk about this all the time, how just writing something down makes it, I think, 40% more likely to
Yeah.
happen. So, it's kind of like, if it's going to happen, why do I have to wait for it to happen to be grateful? Why not I start that gratitude train now so I can get that moving? And then potentially that might help it even come even more quickly.
I was just thinking that though. That's what I like about that one so much is the idea of, sort of preemptively being grateful for it is also keeping yourself in a way focused on it and on track in a way that you probably wouldn't otherwise be. And I think doing that would probably increase your positivity and increase your energy levels for making it happen because you're excited about it. You've gotten yourself sort of pumped for it and you stay focused. I really like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, and
I
when
love
it's
it. I learned so much from these, it's amazing.
dude, it's great because this is like just a constant reminder. Like, I mean, us doing this stuff, we do it for you guys, but really we do it for each other too because we learn so
Yeah.
much from every episode.
Really do. It's amazing. I'm grateful for it. I really am.
Yeah.
Um my,
Was
my
that a
last one,
pun?
I don't know. No, it's
talking
honest.
talking about gratitude. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
My last one is and I think this is crucial too, is we have to accept that there will be good and bad, that there's going to be change, and that there's going to be difficulties. Because I think, you know, that expectation that things are going to be perfect ever in life, or that things are going to be, just this smooth rainbows and sunshine bullshit, I think is really counterproductive. And it makes us sort of ill-equipped to deal with life. And I think part of gratitude is also just accepting that life is going to be life. There's going to be good things. And like what I mean by that is like, you're going to have good friendships and people will die, but being grateful that you had the time to spend with them and understanding that that change is going to happen at some point, that it's okay, but that you can still be grateful for the time you've had, and you can still be grateful for even the challenges in your life because it's a chance to prove yourself and overcome. I think that's
Yeah.
really important.
I really like that one. And like I would even say being grateful for the difficulties and for the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, the good stuff doesn't exist without the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like and
Yeah.
it's kind of like I kind of believe in this like pendulum theory of things that like however bad something gets, it's like it's going to get that much better. And I always look for I always look at it like, I just have to pay the pauper first. I have to pay the price first. Like the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. It's like you have to pay first
Yeah.
and then you get it. So however bad things are, those are the times when I'm like, thank you so much for whatever is coming next. I don't know what it is, but this is terrible. So something amazing is coming.
Well, it only gets better, right? And that's the way to look at it. And I think that's the attitude you need. And I think it's so crucial though to live a good life. But gratitude is essential. It absolutely is.
Mhm.
Good one. I like this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was it. The quick fix number 17, being more grateful. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to come check us out on YouTube, Existential Stoic Podcast. Or if you're watching on YouTube, come listen on the podcast. You can even listen in your car while you're driving to work or whatever people do nowadays.
Who
Uh,
knows?
so
No idea.
like, subscribe, share, come join us for the full length episode. Guys, we love having you here. We love spending this time with you. It was great to see you again, Danny.
Great seeing you, Randy.